Hello Gates Red Fox, born John Elroy Sanford in St. Louis, Missouri on December 9, 1922, grew up in poverty on the south side of Chicago where he experienced the sting of racism and hardship early on. Those struggles would later fuel the raw, unfiltered humor that made him famous. He dropped out of school in the 10th grade and started performing in small clubs, slowly building a name for himself at a time when black performers had limited opportunities. By the 1940s and 1950s, he had become a staple on the Chitlin circuit, playing black clubs nationwide and developing a bold style of comedy that was raunchy, taboo, and refreshingly honest. He became known as the King of Party Records, releasing over 50 albums full of uncensored material that dealt openly with race, sex, and social issues. Though too explicit for mainstream radio, albums like You Gotta Wash Your Ass and I Ain't Lied Yet sold millions, cementing Foxx as a pioneer who influenced the likes of Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and Chris Rock. His mainstream breakthrough came in 1972 when he starred as Fred Sanford in Sanford and Son. The Norman Lear-produced sitcom about a wisecracking junk dealer and his son broke barriers by centering a working-class black family on primetime TV. Foxx's performance, with his fake heart attacks, sharp insults, and impeccable timing, made him a household name. The show became a hit across racial lines and gave Foxx a powerful platform. Behind the scenes, he was unafraid to challenge Hollywood executives over fair pay and creative control, carving a path for black entertainers to demand better treatment. Foxx's personal life was just as colorful. He was married 4 times, beginning with Evelyn Kybron in 1948, though the marriage ended quickly. His second marriage to showgirl Betty Jean Harris in 1956 lasted nearly 2 decades, with Harris even managing Foxx's businesses while stepping away from her own career. He adopted her daughter, Debraca, and for a while they were a family, but infidelity and financial disputes led to a bitter divorce in 1974. His third marriage to Korean cocktail waitress Joy Eun-chung in 1976 ended with a nasty divorce settlement that cost him $300,000. Though he swore off marriage afterward, in 1991 he wed Keiho from Seoul, who stood by him through IRS troubles and financial struggles, remaining his partner until his death. In a surprising twist, Foxx later opened up about his long-rumored connection with Nancy Kulp, best known as Miss Jane Hathaway from the Beverly Hillbillies. For years, gossip hinted at tension or romance between the two, but Foxx finally set the record straight. He recalled meeting her in the late 1950s at a Hollywood diner, where they bonded over the absurdities of show business. Though vastly different on screen, he the brash comic, she the prim intellectual, they developed a deep friendship rooted in respect and honesty. Foxx praised Kulp's sharp wit and credited her with offering advice during his battles with TV executives. She even defended him in private, once writing a letter to NBC praising his brilliance when the network doubted Sanford and Son. Foxx revealed that parts of Fred Sanford's character were inspired by people like her, those who didn't fit the mold but left a mark. By sharing this, he dispelled myths and showed the softer, reflective side of a man known for his toughness. Tragically, Foxx's life ended in a moment both ironic and heartbreaking. On October 11, 1991, while rehearsing for his comeback sitcom The Royal Family, produced by Eddie Murphy, he collapsed on set. At first, cast and crew thought he was joking, mimicking the fake heart attacks that made him famous on Sanford and Son. But this time it was real. Della Reese, his co-star, realized the truth as he faintly whispered, "Get my wife." He was rushed to the hospital, briefly revived, but ultimately passed away at 68. His death stunned fans and colleagues alike. Eddie Murphy, who admired him deeply, covered his funeral expenses to give him a dignified farewell. Foxx was laid to rest in Las Vegas under his real name, John Elroy Sanford, leaving behind a legacy as one of comedy's boldest truth-tellers.